Hello, welcome to Kerala PSC HSA English classes. Today is class 6. So as per the syllabus, today I'm going to discuss on the poem Ode on a Grecian Urn written by the English romantic poet John Keats. Ode on a Grecian Urn is one of the great odes of 1819, and probably when we see the order of these odes, the Grecian urn belongs to the third one. That is, most likely the order is ode to a Psyche, ode to a nightingale, ode on a Grecian urn, ode to melancholy, and ode to autumn. And it was published 2 years before his death in Italy from consumption. And there is also a second version of publication of during 1820. When it was first published, it was anonymously published during July in a journal called Annals of the Fine Arts, and subsequently in Keats' third and final publication, Lamia Isabella, The Eve of St. Agnes and Other Poems, which was published on 1820. So the poem consists of 5 stanzas containing 10 lines each, beginning with an ABAB rhyme scheme and ending with a Miltonic sestet. That is, the first and fifth stanzas have the rhyme scheme CDE, DCE. Then second stanza CDE, CED, and the third and fourth stanzas CDE, CDE. So this is called Miltonic sestet. And the poem focuses on art, beauty, truth, and time. Urns were used in ancient Greece to hold the ashes of the dead. Keats does not describe a specific urn in this ode, but he knew Greek art from the engravings and experienced it at first hand on visit to a British museum, which had recently taken possession of the Elgin marbles. Ode on a Grecian Urn expresses Keats' reflection on the contrast between the permanence of art and the transience of human life. The poet understands the timelessness of the urn as well as the frozen time of the scenes depicted on the urn and calls it cold pastoral. This poem is known for the technique of ekphrasis, that is about a graphic and often dramatic description of a visual work of art. So let's see the poem. Ode on a Grecian Urn. Though still unravished bride of quietness, though foster child of silence and slow time, Sylvian historian who canst thus express a flowery tale more sweetly than our rhyme. What leaf-fringed legend haunts about thy shape of deities or mortals or of both, in temp and or the dales of Arcady? What men or gods are these? What maidens loth? What mad pursuit? What struggle to escape? What pipes and timbrels? What wild ecstasy? So, in the first stanza, the speaker stands before an ancient Grecian urn and addresses it. He is preoccupied with its depiction of pictures frozen in time. It is compared to a bride, and the bride is as yet not deflowered. The urn is inviolate. It is wedded to silence. It is like the foster child of time and silence. Unravished means untouched by man. So the urn is compared to a bride who is virgin. Then here silence and time are spoken of as foster parents that have looked after the urn from the remote past. So that is to say, the urn has seen enjoying the virginity from the time of its coming into existence. He also compares the urn as a historian that can tell a story. Sylvian historian means one who records the rural life of antiquity. What is recorded by the Sylvian historian is a flowery tale, a story as sweet as that of flowers. So, Sylvian means woodland. So, the poet suggests that the pictures on the urn act like a historian of the countryside where trees grow luxuriantly. He looks at the picture that seems to depict a group of men pursuing a group of women and wonders what their story could be, what mad pursuit, what struggle to escape, what pipes and timbrels, what wild ecstasy. The scene is depicted on the urn with an ornamental border of leaves and concerns a legend of men or gods or both living in Tempe or the valley of Arcadia. Tempe is a valley in Greece, famous for its rural beauty, cool shades, and birds. And Dales of Arcady, it's a state in Greece, a pastoral region of rustic contentment, homely joys, and simplicity. So the questions bring out the beauty of what is depicted on the urn more effectively than any positive recital could have done. Here, the figures of men and gods, and there are also maidens pretending that they are unwilling to be caressed by men. The depiction also shows men pursuing the maidens madly, and the latter's attempts to escape. The maidens are trying to escape from the men. And there is also the extraordinary joy of those playing on pipes and timbrels.